control, and I love it. I'm in control. Some of y'all got a problem with waking up. You get played real bad when you do not wake up. When you sense something or you think of something or something correlates or aligns, you ignore it, and you should not do that. It shouldn't take for somebody else to tell you that this person is your twin in order for you to know that that's your twin. It shouldn't take for somebody to tell you that this motherfucker is a karmic in order to know that that's a karmic, quote unquote, twin. When you are a transcendental person, you may not even remember that you're that. You gotta remember this stuff. You gotta wake up. Some of y'all gotta wake up. Because you just end up giving yourself to all these different people. And that ain't even where the fuck you're supposed to be at. You will put yourself on dating sites, become a gold digger, and a whole bunch of other shit. Because you don't want to wake up and get hip to what the fuck is going on. Or you disregard what you see. And you act like it ain't what it is. I had, you can have epiphanies and stuff like that. That counts. It's just, okay, now what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep acting like this particular person isn't where you're supposed to be? People can get over on you so bad because you refuse to wake up and you just want to be in the here and now, so to speak. You can be in the here and now all you want to. Like they say, you can sit and things will come to you, rather than you going out and chasing them. Well, when things come to you, are you paying attention to anything? I'm going to use my twin for example. My real twin who I was extracted out of. When I seen him on Instagram, I didn't pay no attention to him as my twin. I was just looking at somebody on the internet as far as I was concerned, because I'm always looking at people and, I'm an aesthetics person. So I was just looking and say, oh, this person, if they dancing, I say they jamming. If they bomb, I be like, bomb not like, oh, they the bomb, but bomb, meaning they corny. Like, oh, they fucked up on that. Whatever the case, just surfing the web, However, things was hitting me after I kind of dismissed him as just another person I was looking at on the internet. And then things start coming to me. So I'm not going to disregard what's coming to me. And things are constantly coming to me, whether I'm doing astro, travel, going back to when we were together in a past life, or whatever it is, things that happen in this life. So today I was like, damn, I had watched the video he had, and he was talking about when he used to live in Boston. And when I was a little girl and a teenager, my mother would have a difficult time at a certain age. I didn't want to go to family reunions and stuff like that if they were outside of my hometown. And sometimes I didn't want to go to them if they was in my hometown. It's just, been there, done that, got guns, got straps kind of shit. So he said that he was living in Boston. And I got family in Boston on my mom's side. And I remember, I always think of Uncle Prince, because you will see it. You will see that shit when somebody little as fuck and they be thinking it's go time. When they had interviewed Uncle Prince, and he was like, they need to pay teachers more. And he was doing an interview. He really thought he was about to be in Hollywood. Like, he was early. Sometimes you be early. So I was thinking, I said, damn, I remember when my mom said it was a family reunion in Boston. And for some reason, she didn't have to pull teeth for me to want to go. I was like, I want to go. But I know I was up under the age of 13. I know that without a doubt. When I got to Boston, because it was a bus trip, when I got there, I was ready to go. Because it's like I came into strong realizations that I was too little to get off of this bus and go walking through Boston, and I had a boy on my mind. B-O-Y, a boy. And I was thinking like, damn, I'm too young to even walk off this bus, walk through Boston, see if I can find what I'm looking for. I don't even know why I'm looking for it, and why do I got a boy on my mind? Always like this lingering thing with this boyfriend shit. No matter how young or old I was, I always felt the presence of a man that was supposed to be in my life. I just didn't see him, I even told my spiritual mother, like, who I'm supposed to be with don't live where I live now, my hometown. He don't live here. He not going to be from here. Me saying that before I met a false twin who was connected to the real twin. I mean, of course I'm going to be like, it's not you, because I know what I know. Some of y'all go against the grain of what you know. You would say, my man ain't going to be from, let's say you from New York. My man ain't going to be from New York. My woman ain't going to be from New York. You would keep dating motherfuckers from New York and be serious about it. It's like self-negation, or not standing firm on what your gut is telling you, what you know, and you repeat this kind of shit to so many different people, but then you go back on your word to yourself. I'm not going to disregard what I felt when I was a little girl in Boston, because guess what? I caught a whole ass attitude, and I had to get myself together because I knew we had a weekend to be there, because family reunions is usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, head on back either Monday morning, rarely Sunday night. You usually head on back when it's kind of later, where they would consider, some people would say it was still Sunday, but it wouldn't be. It would be the next day when we would head back. So I knew I had 3 days at least to get my act together, where I got to enjoy this family reunion that I really didn't want to be at, because I usually tell my mother, and I stay back with my sister, who she was old enough to stay at home by herself. So sometimes I would have to go with my mother because of my age. That particular time, I really could have stayed home. However, I felt like I needed to go to Boston. And then once we pulled up, I was looking out of the window of the charter bus like, ugh, like I can't even do nothing. I'm young. I can't even, like, it ain't like I could be like, my turn, be loose. Ain't like I'm like 16 at least. Like, no, I was young. Like, my mother would have had to go. I caught a whole ass attitude. And I had this boy. No face, no name, just the energy of a boy. That I know that's the reason I came to Boston. Now I'm ready to go, because I realize I'm this age and can't roam this motherfucker to see if I can find what I'm looking for. They seem to be lingering. So when he said that he was living in Boston, he said that he had to move to in the UK with his mom, and he had a whole attitude. His childhood was terrible as fuck kind of shit. And it was like, damn, that's crazy, because it more than likely he felt like I felt. Even though you be little, you've been around, you've been born, died, came back, died, born again. So your soul is a certain age, and then who you are when you're here, you're whatever age you are. When you get this feeling, you can't help it kind of shit, that you're supposed to be meeting somebody. And if you talk like that when you little to your parents, they gonna think you need to get yourself together. I'm not up with you in this boy girl shit. And you're like, I don't want to be here. I need to be in Boston. Now, man, you only been in Boston one time, but that's like 2 ships passing in the fucking night. And he older than me, so it was real off target. It's kind of like what he said, his childhood going back, living with his mother in Brighton was like, ugh, like, why I gotta be here? And more than likely, if I was to talk to him, he would say he was thinking of a girl. Same as me thinking of a boy in Boston. You be missing each other. When it's like that and you haven't made union this particular lifetime, but you was with that person in another lifetime, I mean, what kind of faith does it take to be like, I don't want nobody else? Because I already see that if I go with this person, even though they look easier or more convenient because they can live where you live, whatever the case may be. Come on, man. And then people judge me when I say I was in Delulu. You know, I be in Delulu. However, if I had a gut instinct that my person, quote unquote, wasn't from my hometown, then I mean, why would I pretend to be in something real? It makes no fucking sense. And then on top of that, we made like a pact or something last lifetime when we was together. And he being kind of like a mystic, he really don't know what's up with this human shit. He play around a lot. So he was kind of skeptical of me, even though we stayed together 50 years plus, 60 damn near, I think. He still was like, you just come home with anybody? And when I met the fake twin, he said the same damn thing. But he was doppelgangering him, like in our conversations on some remote viewing is old. People projecting themselves in your storyline is old. You just won't feel the energy or know it's there. Or if you do, you just shake it off like Mariah Carey and act like you don't feel what you feeling. When I was with my twin, the last lifetime I was here in the 30s and 40s, the same time Billie Holiday was around, I didn't tell him shit about myself. We met what you would call serendipitously. It wasn't like somebody was like, oh, I know this guy, or I know this girl. No. Taking a walk one day kind of shit. And then it just ended up, just imagine you meet somebody and y'all just click and then you go to their house and then you never leave. It was like that. And these are all things that be coming to me like when I lay down. If I have music on, sometimes that'll trigger a memory. If I don't have music on, sometimes the silence will allow things to come to me, what you would call downloads. And I'll be like, damn. And then I start like playing goldfish, basically. And I said, I guarantee you, he was like, you just gonna be here with me? Like, it just worked out like that? Like, you just, because I didn't meet his mother. We just had each other. Nothing outside of it. Met one day and then never broke up, never separated for 40, 50, 60 years, however long it was. Kind of foggy with that shit. The false twin said, when I went in his house, you just come in people's house. And I felt like my real twin said that the past life we was together. Like you just be coming in a man's house and stay for 20 years. I'm saying, well, I mean, I'm here, ain't I? You know what I'm saying? You comfortable? My heart ain't racing. Same shit that I said to the false twin. This lifetime, it be the same motherfucking shit. It just be on a different timeline. You got to be the one to put it together and not ignore it and acknowledge it for what it is and remain aware. That's what I said. Y'all got to wake up and you got to stay woke. Fuck that hashtag. Fuck the trend of saying that shit. No, this is real fucking life. Because you can motherfuckers be having premonitions and be talking about some deja vu and a whole bunch of other shit. You can blink and see some shit with the person that you with. And you know how many women got murdered and seen that this motherfucker was going to be their killer and could have followed them through a past life and they never acknowledged what they saw, and then when they end up getting choked half to death or smothered or shot or whatever, now you talking about what? It's too late now. You seen that shit? You see what I mean? So you got to be able to acknowledge these things so that you don't end up on a road to nowhere. Just dating all these different people, doing all this different shit, no intention behind it, just aimlessly walking through life when you got all the sense God gave you on top of a sixth sense. And I feel like my twin was like, I don't know how to do this with nobody else. This with you and I just worked too perfect. So I'm just going to hold on to who I was in this life. So when we meet again, we can kind of reconvene. Now imagine him getting another woman that ain't me. I feel like when he met his wife, he said, he was like, that's my wife. But her brother, he said, kept bringing her up, to him. It's always a brother, you know. You gotta watch them brothers. There may be a guardian and may have made a deal in a previous life with a jinn, a Jezebel, a gold digger, or whatever to, I'll be the dude that keep bringing you up. So it kind of like appears to be a natural meeting or serendipitous or written in the stars, if you will. He said he immediately was like, that's my wife. But it sounded so phony. And I was like, why is he sounding phony? When I know he's not phony. This is because this is what he told me. Like, you can literally go back and hear conversations. We was watching, Allah said we were watching something on television. And whatever was going on, we said that we were going to do certain things a certain kind of way. I feel like he grew weary and was like, you my wife. And then however he acted towards her was really how we were together. She just got the benefit of the good person and man he was that lifetime. But he was a flighty type of dude, kind of like would always be the man that got away. Because if he did date girls, it was living by the seat of his pants. Not really taking nobody seriously. Ain't going to do you wrong, going to do you right. However, non-attachment is the goal. So I'm about to go kind of shit. Like, what do you mean you're about to go? Everything's working so good between us kind of shit. So for him to stay with me as long as he did, I wouldn't know that. He would know that about himself, how he is. So he was surprised that we had stayed together that damn long. Well, this is real. I have so many motherfucking astral travels of this shit, bro. And then another weird thing is that my sister have a tendency, she's younger than me, but she have a tendency to always sleep with people that I was with. Like, I was just like my twin. Because I didn't technically have a twin. He was my twin, but he wasn't created to be a regular husband. Some men were created to be a father and a husband. Low-key, they purpose in life. Him, mystic, spiritual quest kind of shit. I'm going to get back to it. Just hold on, because energies keep coming and trying to take away my story, like the truth of what I see and what I feel and what I hear. My sister, yeah, this is the first time I ever had connections to another human being that's a man that I don't feel her wanting him in no kind of way. And it's like, damn, what is that? Which further solidifies this is my twin. Because certain shit will stop happening. Or certain shit don't happen with this particular person. And God's blueprint for your life is always better than one that you had to settle for. Let's just say that. And it's very dangerous, the twin flame journey. However, evolution is happening. And it's kind of like a switch off. With those that didn't have their twin, they'll be getting their twin. And then those that had a twin that didn't do the right things. There's a lot of men that don't want their twin, which is women. because men used to do exactly what God created them to do: protect and provide. Excuse me. So when men went out to provide, the women stayed at home and didn't do shit. They would come back and say, well, what's up with my children? Why aren't there, why is my daughter not knowing how to wipe herself? Or why is my son doing these things connected to civility? And even, why are they still eating with their hands? Why aren't they using the silverware? The things they say, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, because it's true. Woman is the first teacher. So when the man come back and see his household in disarray, what the fuck have you been doing? A lot of those women were cheating on that man when he went out to provide. And it just keeps happening. So a lot of men this lifetime are making peace with the fact that however, it is not a game. The twin flame journey is not a game. What God put together, let no man put asunder. Not even the man that's in that motherfucker. So it ain't as easy as it appears to be, or as, lackadaisical, loosey goosey, whatever the fuck you want to say, that's relative to not taking it as serious as it should have been taken, or as it should be taken. Because it's even something with people like me being with our twin, and then people that are ready to get out of the twin flame union because they just were done so wrong and they want emancipation. It's an energy thing. Y'all see sometimes where it pops up, health issues could arrive. That is not a joke. So it's kind of like, since they are going with their twin, then here's space for you to leave this twin. But it ain't sweet. And people be doing a lot of shit that they sometimes act like they don't remember. Some motherfuckers be acting like they wasn't never with their twin. And for real, they could be old as Moses, bitch, and be knowing exactly who the fuck that motherfucker is. I don't know. I guess it's a play around with it. You got bored, so now you about to act like, it's like a woman who changes her hair all the time because she want her man to think it's 10 of her. You see what I'm saying? It be like that. Like, okay, I understand he may look different this lifetime. Maybe slightly even. Always look the same. Who knows? But that's why some people come in. It's two women. Some chose to come as two men. They be switching up sexes, all kind of shit in order to keep it, I guess, exciting and new on the fucking capsized love boat. So I couldn't sleep because I was like, Allah, he's wanting me to do a nap and then get up and do some tarot. And I said, I'm sure you'll give me something to talk about. So it's really about self-realizations, strong self-realizations. When you come into the motherfuckers, do not ignore them. Do not try to repaint what the fuck is going on. You need to understand what you're saying. You need to understand who is who and what is what. I was so manipulated by the false twin who was supposed to be the real twin, but he missed the opportunity because of all the bullshit he was doing. Just like I talk about a female that do bullshit with a man and saying, why is my home looking like this? Kind of shit. I was so thoroughly manipulated by this motherfucker that my twin had to tell me telepathically he's a karmic. I heard him say it straight like that. And it's like, oh. And what's so nuts is I said, I know this motherfucker made for me, or I came out this motherfucker, because Virgos have the tendency to be low-key dingy. We can look at patterns. We can peep game on your motherfucking ass. We can find the exit and know we gonna get the fuck away from you because the red flags is piling up, honey, and ain't nobody never got the time. Kind of shit. And it took for him to say that for me to click out and say, right though, he is. Mind you, I have been watching readings talking about karmic twin flames. And I didn't equate him with a karmic. You see how tricky that is? Because I was in a 3-party situation where I was extracted out of one man, but he was going to be a spiritual man. And then the other man was regular because they came from the same soul seed, if you will. Where he was just ready for the woman. The man I was extracted out of, ready to go on a spiritual quest. How far does the rabbit hole go kind of shit? You see how you get fucked up? And you see how a lot of women get tricked to end up with the karmic? Because you don't even equate that the motherfucker is one. Because there is some truth, but it is not the ultimate truth. They lost you because of shit they was doing. Accumulating karma and all kind of shit that just doesn't make them qualified anymore to be your man, so to speak. Now, you fuck around and get us what they call a high-level soulmate, which I said some people will be coming into union with who their angel was, because it's the safest person out in this shit today. You got to know that. You got to have, I saw my angel. I met my angel in real life, I have Zakiel. I met him. His name is Zach. This lifetime. And when I went, after I met him, went to sleep, he was right in the fucking astral travel on the same timeline as me and my twin, following me around and shit like an angel do. I think we watch too many movies where we think of, there's angels with wings, no doubt. More than likely, they're more ethereal than they are right here, right now. It's an earth angel, then you get the ethereal with the wings and shit. Zach ain't had no motherfucking wings. He had a motherfucking Chick-fil-A sandwich, motherfucking chicken come with wings. That's about it. He had no motherfucking wings. You know what I'm saying? So, when you spend a lot of time minding other people's business or being so goddamn determined to stay within the confines of this dense reality where gravity rules, you're going to do yourself a disservice and you're going to end up fucking yourself real bad when you do not wake up and get hip to your fucking self and keep a chart, if you will, whether it's you good with your mental where you can keep a chart and connect the dots like that, or where you got to write it down. You understand? However, nobody can come to me and tell me that that man that I know is my original twin that I was extracted out of ain't. Nobody could tell me the false twin that was there during the making of me wasn't there, and none of that is real. What? So, what the fuck is real then? You know? That's why you got to know your shit. And you got to know who is who and what is what. And you got to stop playing make-believe, because God is not going to back you in that shit. You can forget it. He's just not. Because he's trying to set divine order back in this motherfucker. And some people got tossed and lost and some more shit. And this lifetime is a lifetime where they say, well, you're calling love in. Do you know what that means? Is it just anybody will do? Because if I wouldn't have gotten my original twin, who I don't know whether he's still married or divorced or going through, I don't know shit, okay? That don't be revealed to me. It may, because I questioned it. However, I more than likely would have ended up with my angel, but then something happened to let me know that I couldn't be with my angel, which disqualified him. Now what? You see what I mean? You gotta be real with yourself. This is real life. Even though I'm talking about spiritual things, I can bring it to reality where it doesn't sound so fucking far-fetched, because you're seeing things, if you got the gift to do so, that happened in a previous lifetime. They say life is but a dream. that shit. And now things are popping off this lifetime. I'm not gonna sit there and ignore that shit. You out your mind. You don't play around like that with your mind and your soul and your life and your journey, because it'll come back and bite you in the fucking ass, okay? And then, this was the first time me having my son. I knew that his father, his earthly father, wasn't his soul father. My son acts like my original twin. They had the same vibe. I wanted to move my son out of the state I live in to California, because I said my son is a Californian type of dude. He not this state or this city that we in is too harsh for him. It's too hard. He's more of a free spirit, and he love people, and he can strike up a conversation. He don't know a stranger, and he's a big energy, real lively and like sunshine. There's so many shadows where I live at all the damn time. And he said one day when he was little, he said, Mom, it's looking out the window, Mom, it's not the people. No, it's not the state of Ohio. It's the people. Because he was trying to understand why his energy don't match where he at, kind of shit. So he looking at the beauty of Ohio at a particular time. It could have been more than likely in the summertime. May have even been in the fall, because it's real pretty here during those times. That's what his synopsis was. It's not Ohio, it's the people. And I'm like, whatever. Whatever you think. This is a nice day. Let's just enjoy it because the shadows are coming, kind of shit. So his earth father is a dragon energy. My son is a dragon energy, but they ain't shit alike. Nothing. Okay? The man that I was supposed to go with, that missed the opportunity, when he's been my son told me he was his father 8 lifetimes, which was accurate, which triggered me to say, what? No wonder, because I only knew him 8 months this lifetime, and they had like like bad blood, like he was angry with him and some more shit. The man, he acted like he was calling him little man, like he never met him before a day in his fucking life. And see, some men make it their business to remember. And they know you ain't. You just walking through life acting like you ain't never was born before. And you can get played like that. You gotta wake up. When my son said that, I didn't say my son was a liar. He needs schizophrenic medication. No. If I'm a spiritual woman and I've kind of shaped my son to be a spiritual child because I saw that it was going to be spiritual warfare at its apex in the earth, then I wanted to prime him and prepare him for the ghetto Harry Potter that was going to be going on. And that motherfucker going on right now. People could say whatever the fuck she was teaching him, hoodoo or voodoo or how to do. Man, you better shut up. I was teaching them spiritual warfare and Trataka, which is to transmute whatever this rough ass life left. Because I got rid of whatever he incurred when he was with this dude that was supposed to be my twin for 8 lifetimes, and always brought him through another woman that wasn't me, which is a womb of misery, because I did not want to be with him because of the way that he thought. He wasn't flexible. I'm not about to do that. That's strife personified. I hate strife. And I would take a run or a fucking walk. That's probably where that runner dynamic came in with some people, because you just can't do this shit. Kind of shit. So when he said that, I'm like, you about right, because I don't understand what your problem is with this dude. I just met him. Men have an advantage over women because they can blank man you, which is dangerous. They can make you not remember shit. So you be having to be on your P's and Q's as a woman, especially if you single and had not come in the union yet. You are a lamb to the fucking slaughter, girl. I'm just trying to get y'all to wake up and stay there. So when he would come over to our house, I would tell him, I said, you cannot even get with me and my son because your energy don't match our energy. We would get on your nerves because we laugh a lot. We play a lot. You know, he was more serious. I said, this ain't you. I don't think you would do good with us. This is what I said in real life. Don't y'all know that's for a reason? Then when I seen my original twin and it clicked that this was it, because I'm getting all these goddamn premonitions and getting smacked upside my head with realizations and seeing past lives on astral travels and shit like that, I'm like, oh, this is where he gets this shit from. Because he's just a big ass energy. Me being with a serious dude, that wouldn't work for him. Because he's just so lively, you know? Even that kind of shit. You can't disregard what your children are saying. Because, especially if they're boys. Because they'll know some shit that you do not know. And you will be sitting up there saying, boy, get out of here. And he just gave you a key to the streets. You understand? You keep on. You know how many motherfuckers done went and took their kids and got them put on medication? Because their children keep saying something. For real. Get a book on past lives if you can find it. Edgar Cayce got one that's good. I read another one where people came back. Like one dude, I always talk about this particular story because it stuck out. But this one guy, his dad died, and his dad smoked cigarettes, and his dad always kept a pack of cigarettes in his back pocket or some shit like that. So when he died, he asked them to come and get him and bring him to live with them. He did it, but he liked his daughter-in-law. Not liked, fucked up shit, but that was his girl. He knew she would take care of him. He was cool with the union. It was her twin. He wanted to be comfortable. However, he also knew that he was about to be born through her. So she got pregnant with her husband's father. And then when he came out, when he was little, they said he used to keep like the same shit his father did, he was doing. They was missing that whole shit until realizations was just smacking so hard where they couldn't deny it. Like keep a pack of, let's just say cards or some shit, or them fake cigarettes. Keep them in his little back pocket and shit. Doing the same goddamn shit. This is very real. You cannot disregard shit. That's what really will keep your eyes on your own path, on your own paper. And you wouldn't be interested in nobody else's business because you would be too busy uncovering hidden shit in your own life and coming up with, where you need to be. Some people gonna say you crazy. Some people gonna say you a liar. That's a part of spiritual warfare. I told y'all they going real crazy with the schizophrenic commercials. They're not telling you the meds that come with it, which they usually do on mental health commercials. No, they just driving it home. And then they slick enough to say that the negative part is that you don't go out in public. You self-isolate kind of shit. But the good part, which they did say it was the good part. However, if you said out your mouth the negative side, which they said, then that mean what you said prior to that is the positive spectrum. The positive spectrum, technically, was people who hear voices. So it's about what you buy. What they say of you. You agree with that? Well, you bought it, bitch. And they on your ass. And you gonna be on meds. And they gonna be sending them boys to come get you. Every chance they fucking get. For money purposes, if nothing else. Gotta keep the beds full. You know what I'm talking about? It's just true. Just wanted to come up in reverse. Trying to say all that I'm saying is a lie. That the spiritual reality is not real. That's what they want y'all to think. When eternity is way longer than your time on earth, honey. Some people just keep coming back. because they think they slick, but they can't never quite fix what they fucked up 50 lifetimes ago to the current time. They don't want to come out of the illusions. Earth is their, now they say all the devils are here. You might as well say that, because the illusions are better than the hell they face when they close their eyes. So they go rushing to get in another womb again, whether it's the same mother or whether it's a different mother. You understand? Immortal beckoning. Immortal beckoning. You know? And then people that do their work and are considered immortal because you know you're going to be good whether you live or die. And then death is just an extension of life because you ain't facing all that bullshit that the motherfuckers that's creating hell on the earth got to deal with when they close their eyes. They become obsessed with you. They attack you. They do moon magic on you. They do death spells on you. They try to cross you up. They try to do all kind of shit. It's a terrible existence if you was to ask me. I wouldn't want to be bothered. I would just turn around and deal with whatever the fuck I had to deal with and get to work cleaning up. Yeah, because y'all incongruent with some of these motherfuckers. Some of y'all sons done said something. This was somebody. They got a son. They told y'all something. Y'all thought they was lying. No. Those who are immortal, who do their work, and ain't on that stupid shit, you feel like you with an alien when you laying in the bed. They don't know how to cuddle. They don't know how to do shit. Because they always up to no good. So if a motherfucker is always up to no good and you a good person, all they gonna do is mirror you so that they can pretend to be a good person. Some of these motherfuckers are lost it, and I know it to be true. They'll use TV, music, all that shit on how to act. And I was listening to that song. Every time I see your face, it makes me wanna sing. And every time I think about your love, it drives me crazy. You belong, lady. Tell me what's wrong with your boyfriend. Oh, come on. He holds the key to your heart, but he don't love you, baby, baby, like I do. Only wanna be with you. Girl, you are the love of my life, baby. And I want to give it to you, baby. You belong to me and only me, baby. Now, in that song, you would think he was right. But who hold the key to your heart? Your boyfriend, which would be your twin flame. Him singing, it would be considered a karmic. You got to put motherfuckers in their right place. Just because he the main singer, that don't mean that he the main character. Listen to the fucking song. Because they get you through music. And guess what? Any bitch that fall for it will do. They don't give a fuck about nobody. Because all they do is mirror people. Because they don't know how to love. They are lost in lust and illusions. So yeah, you will feel like you with a motherfucking alien. You will feel like you losing your motherfucking mind. Because he doing all that shit talking about you belong to him. Because it really depends on who was the more good out of the good girls. Oh, yeah. You got to be real careful with these motherfuckers. Because they just want somebody to give them a cup. Anybody will do. You see what I'm saying? Where you may think your twin was alien because he might have been a mystic. That he don't know really how to do this shit. But it's really just being ourselves. Kind of shit. Ain't nothing to do with be yourself. And the love gonna unfurl. Because I was extracted out of you. Kind of shit. You would think the motherfucker that's listening to love songs and watching goddamn movies on how to kiss and watching porn on how to tap that ass is doing it right. Oh, he's experienced this person. You see what I'm saying? You got to stay on top of your shit, girls. Right. They come offering anybody. I'm trying to tell y'all. Some of y'all may be dealing with a whacked out ass Gemini. For real, just come offering you something, you just taking it. Some of y'all may be a Gemini. Just taking any motherfucking pear, apple, peach, plum, anything motherfucker offer you, taking it and acting like you goddamn Red Riding Hood on the way to grandma's house. He gonna get your ass, the big bad wolf. That's who the fuck on that horse. Don't he look unsure? Don't he look like he offered that motherfucker to anybody? Yeah, right. Exactly. I do not give a fuck about you. Just know that. Same goes for you men. Sitting there with that bitch that you know is an illusion. She's a jam. Or she ain't who you're supposed to be with. She don't do you right. She mirroring you. She do not love you. She in it for the moan and groan and get up, wipe her ass, and go about her motherfucking business. She ain't really fucking with you like that. She ain't. And a lot of them motherfuckers queen of the death spells. Because all they want is an insurance policy on your ass. So they can find another motherfucker that don't know where he's supposed to be at. And mirror him. And act like she just so in love. When it's really about the moaning and the groaning. It's about the lust. And lust is our enemy. Period, bro. Ten of Cups energy. Yeah, y'all want the real deal. Quit settling for what's not real when you know it ain't. You just gotta be by yourself. They like to say let me tell y'all something about these motherfuckers that stay doing these. They only really, the big three sellers is death spells. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them coming to play a lot. I had it at 3, but we gonna deal with the death spells. Y'all know vanity gonna bring in them beauty spells because they don't want you to see what karma did to their ass. So they'll steal your ass off your ass. You hear me? And some more shit just so you won't see the crypt keeper because that's what the fuck they'll be looking like out here, or witchy poo, because of what karma be have done to them for how many people they done killed for 10 racks. You got the death spells, you get the glamour spells. You got the love spells, huh? You all know that's the big one. You got binding spells where they bind you up and that kind of shit. You got all of these spells they do, but they're illusions. And a lot of times it's a mind war because they'll believe. They don't know shit. That's why it's knowers and it's believers. When you get believers that practice that shit nonstop, it's because they make other people in their coven believe that what they're doing to you is working. And if enough people believe it, then you got something. And they may fuck around and kill you. And that's even more, I told you we was going to get it done kind of shit. But they don't be knowing shit. It's kind of you helping them along to get it done. Because you want to ignore all the signs. Ignore these motherfuckers weird. Ignore everything that people saying around you about them. They don't fuck with them. They weird. They don't eat their food. Little slights and shit. You ain't paying no attention to that. You letting it fall. But I don't talk about them like that. All that shit. Then you wake up dead. You know what I'm talking about? So it's really them having to buy it. And that leaves time for you to come to the realizations that you know God is real. You know the devil is a lie. And you know God needs you to know. You understand? Because anything else is uncivilized. He can't help you out if you don't know. You guessing, maybe, all of this shit. And in the meantime, in between time, they going smear campaign on you. They going coven meetings on you. And all this other shit where 2 or 3 are gathered together. You know what I'm talking about? Do you see how you got to be on top of it? Because they done made this shit a way of life when it ain't for real, for real. Some of y'all are, y'all got a twin that's a physician, that's a doctor. And some of y'all wouldn't even think that. I wonder why you keep going to this doctor kind of shit. What is it about this doctor? I ain't never thought about dating no doctor. Because more than likely you lost contact and you ended up living a mediocre life based on karmics doing what they do to you because they just want a woman. Somebody to clean the toilet, cook the food, wash their clothes. Night nurse. Night nurse. Frugal, skilled, honest, patient, responsible, guarded, workaholic, and cautious. Now y'all got some, I'm hearing y'all got some Nine of Pentacles dudes. They keep it right here. This how my fake twin kept it. Right here. The same shit. So when women date him, they think they found a winner. And it be some other shit going on that they ain't ready to contend with because he accrued so much karma. So it's more than a notion. It's more than just a motherfucker that's frugal, which is along the lines of being responsible, not a spendthrift, guarded. You know, they're going to get to his heart. That's something for them to fight for. A workaholic, cautious, which is paranoid, so you got to watch out for that. But if you were to say he was frugal, skilled, let's say in the bedroom, honest, which means most of the time he may be, to the point where it's brutal. Patient, because he really waiting to see what's up. Is you worth the investment? Responsible. Now, when you get all that, you ain't paying attention to how guarded he is. And you ain't paying attention to how overly cautious he is. What's that about? You may not even pay attention to the fact that he's a workaholic. And the reason that he would be a workaholic is so that you can't see him all the time. Because seeing him all the time going to show you his flaws. You see? You got to watch these motherfuckers, man. They'll get you. They will. Corporate bitches too. Autonomy, yeah. Some of y'all seeing y'all out here. And some of y'all fathers saying you show the fuck is. Some of y'all fathers blocking. There usually be mothers doing that shit, but some of y'all fathers blocking this shit. I know my fourth twin father blocked me and him from doing anything. Because I kept saying, come on, what is you doing? What is this ghosting shit? Come to my address. You know where I'm at, kind of shit. And the whole time, his father just told me today. He was blocking it the whole motherfucking time. I swear to God. I'm going to show y'all what he came up in before I turned this on. And I said, oh, no wonder he couldn't get to me. It's kind of like somebody, a parent saying, you're not going nowhere till you clean up this damn room. Oh, you got that kind of shit. And you don't wasted your motherfucking time. They attacking you, lying on you, and some more shit. This came up. You see it say the father? Now this person would be me. This animal, or the cougar, would be me. Around about the age I am. And then on the back of it, I got ancestral warning. I would pop that card all the time, but he just told me today. That came up. And I'm about to show y'all the other card that came up. That's right, thank you, because, you know, they can take your head. They can take your mind, honey. You be just thinking you done met her. Honey, you cool with her. They be playing with your motherfucking head, doing all kind of shit, using the fact that they a man and they can do that kind of shit. And they'll do it, too, if your ass ain't paying attention. Where is that, Mr. Sir? Oh, yeah. There's something else y'all don't pay no attention. This right here. And I got blockage on here. At the time, this was the deck I was using when I was in that pickle. I'm like, damn, what is the answer kind of shit. However, you can't stay up off of it just because you think it went away. If they don't go away and it turns into gang stalking and some more shit, or you listening to tarot, now they talking about this nigga again, that mean that the love songs ain't working on the other girls. So they gonna send some more shit through your playlist. And if you fall for it, you feel for it, especially if you don't have a patriarchal energy, such as the soul father of my original twin and the soul father and the earth father of the false twin that is now false because of the karma he accrued. You out here. You out here. Oh yeah, you out here. And this is what we need right here. You don't get up from here after having strong ass realizations that flop your ass down on a couch or a bench or your bed some motherfucking where, and then get up from there like you never seen or heard what the fuck you seen and heard. You gonna get yourself in a lot of fucking trouble. For real. Some of y'all may end up with an angel. Y'all angel. He ain't gonna come with wings though. Just my angel looks like this without the wings. Just regular. Handsome as hell. Beautiful. Zacchaeus. Allah said, oh, Zacchaeus, the archetype Zacchaeus, they really handsome, if you will. Like, he's really handsome. But Allah said all the Zacchaeus got that, that vibe. They're beautiful. They're beautiful angels. Yeah, some of y'all end up with a twin that need a night nurse because they was out here in the hands of some bum bitch. Did it say you is? And you say, bitch, well, if I am, he is because I came from his ass, bitch. Shut up. So get prepared. Some of y'all coming to strong realizations right now that you're not about to be out here looking and searching and gold digging and catching flights over feelings and all that old stupid shit. It's going to get you fucked up. You prolong shit doing that too. When it's just a be still and know that I am God situation. It's true. See what I'm saying? Fucking kill your ass. You be in the hands of a whole ass situation. An authority figure, which is a father figure. You the one that's getting your heart ate out by this motherfucker. Because he that toxic. For real. And sometimes, you understand, they be dealing with that kind of shit. That they will become a cannibal and eat your ass. That ain't far-fetched. Not when it's in a book in America in the history of a motherfucker doing that shit. And I heard it too. Hell, Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay? Volumes and volumes and volumes of books equals volumes of lifetimes on this channel, in this deck. 9 lifetimes. Some of y'all been without y'all twin. Some of y'all been with them 9, and some people ready to go. It depends on how old you were when you passed away. Let's just say you came 9 lifetimes and you died at 20 each time. This just, to keep it light. That'll make you how old? About 180 years old on the soul level. Because to me, it's based on experiences too. Well, you can think you older than that, but you only live to 20. You see what I'm saying? You got some people that live to 100 each lifetime, 9. So they would be how old? They'll be older than you, even though you came 9 lifetimes. You only lived to 20 each lifetime. They came 9 and lived to 100. Do you see how a motherfucker can run rings around your ass? Oh, okay. Shut up, Najee. Constant state of this all the time. They don't got no legs to stand on. Somebody giving them legs to stand on, and more than likely it's some of y'all. This would be a real twin versus a karmic twin. And you caught in the damn middle, some motherfucking where acting like you don't know what it is. It's just one you can get to and the other one you can't. And you can't get to the one that you think you can if they father patriarchal energy is holding them back because they know damn well you ain't ready for that action. You understand? Or your ancestors are doing something, your father. You could be in this person could be in the UK, this person could be in your state, your hometown, 15 minutes away from you, and you will still be thinking about that person because they only 15. I see him anywhere, I can see him, blah blah blah. A lot sometimes it wasn't ghosting. Sometimes it's they can't get back to you because they ain't up to no good. You know, they say the rejection is the protection. And you just think it's just so far-fetched that this person gonna get on a plane from whatever country they in and come and see you. To me, that's a lot of women who never had a twin. Or always been single mostly. Because you just ain't buying it kind of shit. I've been by myself all this time. Anybody coming for me, I'm going to be up here. Ain't nobody coming for me. Stop thinking like that. Why you don't focus on what you want instead of what you don't want? You think you want something that you ain't. You listen. No. Man, this ain't nothing but my brother. And he need to go away. You know, brothers, you gotta watch them. They love to embarrass you and stuff. The real ones, not these motherfuckers that just come on a damn timeline just to make sure that you get got by the motherfucker that's a magician in the mirror. He's so nice. Well, you are too. He's so thoughtful. Well, where did he get it from? He's mirroring you, girl. Now, when you're away at work, you may find the real motherfucker because you ain't nowhere around to get mirrored. He also likes to watch porno, movies, and listen to love songs so he'll know how to treat a woman. However, he is full of lust, honey. He don't even know what love hit for, bitch. I'm trying to tell you straight, shame and decay. Some of y'all like barf aroma. I bet. Because that's what's out here right now. Shame and decay. And then you going to go fucking around and be like me. And your toenail going to fall off. Because you fucking with these motherfuckers and you a light being. So now I got to be self-isolated. That's where I wanted to get to. They'll say you crazy. You keeping yourself in the house. Or they'll say they binding you and it's working. When in reality, you choosing to be isolated because shame and decay is outside along with this motherfucker. And you just don't want to be bothered. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with you. You think you better than somebody. Bitch, I am better than my motherfucking toenail coming off if I shake your hand, my nigga. It's just true. This for people that think they know it all because they read it in a book. Queen of Books come up in reverse. And it's way more than about a book. That's a tour guide. That's somewhat of a reference guide, but that ain't the all end all be all. That's why I said be careful because a motherfucker could get you trapped in their illusions. And when they're in illusions, sometimes they can't even get a drop on you because you're on a totally different paradigm because you don't do the things that they've done or did. Or do. That put them in a hole that they can be in the same state as you, live, whatever. Let me tell you something. They could even know you going to, let's just say a motherfucker you think ghosted you or whatever. They think you going to Chipotle. They'll have to send them another motherfucker that can get to you because they'll get people on this dummy mission. And then you'll be saying, why do I feel like this motherfucker gang stalking me is connected to this motherfucker that was saying he was my twin? Or whatever the case may be. Because they're not on the same wavelength as you. They can't even get there. They'll send their people who can. You see how they'll get you wrapped up in their illusion? Just to keep this shit going. Baby, when I tell you, some of them can't get to you because y'all on two different fucking frequencies, bro. So just thank God for that. Get to you and want to kill your ass. For real, they don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying, Nikki? I'm trying to tell you. Queen of Wands, stand up. The real ones, not that old stupid shit. Yeah, this is real. Get you all the way caught up. And you'll be done dumped off your real twin for a fake motherfucker. And then your twin, if he the man that remembers, because it's that much on the line, y'all could have been wealth builders, could have been of a royal bloodline, whatever the case. You goofy time records. You done got this other man, got pregnant by him and all that shit. Honey, let me tell you something. These men will be like, oh, I already knew that. That's my baby. It just came through him. I gotta save her from herself. She goofy time records. Kind of shit. Shit. Don't think they won't. And the woman that think that she got a new man be 100% for real. And they say, look at your disloyal ass. You see that? I'm trying to tell you. Othala. Inheritance, material goods, rune of the ancestors. It is also one of separation and inheritance. Yeah, some of y'all money may be going to the shitter. Y'all may think it's them stealing y'all money and all that, but they would just be a tool for why they're able to do that. Because, now see, here's the problem. If you're in separation from someone and you've separated yourself from toxic energies, whether it's family members or whatever, and you're still doing your work though, so you may be connected in one way or another. However, you are done. You got your head on right, your mind made up. You ain't on that shit. What gets motherfuckers that's used as tools fucked up is that they forget that they was just a tool to touch your money and to do shit so that you can't get to it because you refuse to separate from these particular kind of people or that man or that woman. So like, damn, my money drying up. I ain't getting no leads, like no opportunities coming in. What the fuck? Who you with? That's why. Now, those of us that still up under that tyranny, the people that was touching mine, they really fucked up because they fucked themselves because they thought that I was a certain archetype woman, like a hood rat or something. Like I didn't have any intelligence. I was like all the rest. I'm going to be with this man and I'm going to buy what he's saying and all of this shit. So they really fucked up because they still touching my money. They got addicted to being a tool. But it got to get replaced. Shit got to happen. So what's going to happen? People going to be going to jail. That's what the fuck is going to happen. Because what are you doing? You should have never touched it in the first place. I'm not that girl. You just didn't know who the fuck I was. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, some of y'all need to shake that shit off. For real, for real. Because it ain't shit but smoke and mirrors. Life is but a dream, honey. Like my brother told me, my other brother. Somebody coming to see about you? Yeah, y'all got an empire to build. An empire, honey. I told y'all gonna have to play a night nurse. They say listen to some Bob Marley to chill. Now, when I show you this, because you constantly gotta reaffirm what you know. If this person comes to you, which they will, y'all twin, original, or the divine mate that God says is yours, and you know that, your person. Y'all gonna be listening to some Bob Marley and chilling. It could get tricky because these motherfuckers be watching this shit. However, you gotta be the one to know. This is not my person. And why he got this Bob Marley on? He must have been watching the same motherfucking shit I was watching to do that shit that he doing. You understand what I'm saying? It's a vibe, bro. You gotta get with the vibe or you'll get fucking played like a fucking flute. It shows this person here to tell you, come and tell you, whether by train, plane, or automobile, bitch. And y'all got an empire to build. I ain't gonna say some of y'all dealing with an Aries, but you may be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries energy. Because the strength cards did come up, but some of y'all may have a Leo sun, or just a sun with a big energy. Some of y'all dealing with a Gemini. Some of y'all dealing with an Aquarius or a Libra. Some of those signs were some of the people that lied on you and said that you're a liar because they live in a world of illusions and they don't know, day to day what the fuck is going on. They got to wait till somebody else to come over to say, today, Wednesday. It's winter time. And they say, oh, it's Wednesday, it's winter time. But if a motherfucker ain't show up, baby, they don't know. They don't know. Lost in illusions. You hear me? Entrapment, crisis, restricted. Somebody's restricted. Somebody's restricted. Now, see, this would be the fake brother. The fake brother that hooked this up. Yeah, I got a sister. You want to meet my sister? My sister. My sister. Or may not even say it because I want it to be obvious. So they just keep talking about the sister. They're like, what's up with your sister? Kind of shit before you know it. Some of y'all dealing with somebody that's in an entrapped situation, crisis, they restricted from getting to you. Pray for them. That's what it says. And somebody brother hooked it up, you know, like a fucking sandwich. Oh, this is real good. Some of y'all hearing me real good. Awakening. Stay there so you won't keep having to have rude awakenings. Stay woke, my niggas. Sage your mirror. Somebody doing mirror magic on you. The beauty glamour spell girls. Being done by copycat energies and idolaters. Just looking on the motherfucking web and see you and decide you as who they want to be. They worship you. But your shit is start fading. Losing lashes? Who's losing eyebrows? Who's losing weight and don't want to? Oh, sage the mirrors, honey. Because they be listening to y'all on these platforms and standing in the mirror talking about, girl, I know you lying. Copycats, come on. My son used to do that to me, make me furious. And guess what? I say, stop doing that. Stop doing that. I say, I'm going to whip your ass. Come on now. Till I just be like, you know what? And then guess how he break it up, y'all? By laughing at me. So you better get out of here. Yeah. Some of y'all gonna end up with y'all twin. Y'all got a lot of people trying to help y'all to get this connection going. Little do y'all know, some of y'all don't even understand. 4 torches, that would be the 4 wands. This is the twin flame card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. 111 on the clock. Some of y'all having some awakenings, some illuminations. Friday night lights on a Monday, bitch. On a Monday morning. I'm trying to tell you it's rough. On my way to Boston for my man. I can't be about. I'm trying to tell y'all be having keys, boy. Children be handing y'all keys. All kind of people handing y'all keys, dreams. Y'all ain't. Come on, man. I know you lying. Y'all need to stop that line. Something happened on a blood moon. I'm going to look it up and see what it was the last blood moon. Something happened. Somebody had a premonition, something, a vision, something, a key was given to you on the last blood moon. And you got to look up. I'm going to look up when it was the last blood moon so I can see if it's one coming that y'all may be getting keys or a premonition about. But somebody got some answers on the last blood moon. Like, for real. You see how that flare coming in? Like an asteroid coming in? Y'all got it like that. Boom! And you motherfuckers still sitting up there with a motherfucker gonna eat your motherfucking ass for dinner. Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm trying to tell you. And this is the truth. Came up straight up like this. So some of y'all dealing with some straight up and down Gemini, Aquarius, Libras. Some of y'all dealing with some fucking liars on the dark side. They try to discredit you every turn. They just crazy. They lost in illusion and lies. Did too much. As above, so below, show enough. They don't be up in this kind of shit. When they die, it be hell. It be something hellish. So they enter another womb and come back down. And Earth be like, whew. You see how it's like fires down here? Not too many. This way better. Get to go to McDonald's and shit. But they're gonna get caught. It's just inevitable. And some people gonna get caught this lifetime. Jail is gonna be their hell. And that's something they never seen coming. Oh no. You got to pick up every stitch. Oh no. That's the grounding that they need to get them hip to their motherfucking self and what they doing. If they don't get that, honey, it won't be nothing but more grimoire of shadows kind of shit. which would be the books and the other motherfucking deck. They don't even get the medicine out of it. And when you get real good at this occult alchemy thing, you'll say, okay, well, you want to keep on? Well, it may be the power that I'm going to extract from them shadows you refuse to transmute and get the medicine out of may be worth me losing the toenail. Let me get that up off you with your scary ass. Justice for some of y'all. Leos. Big Leo energy up in this bitch. Wheel of Fortune. Now y'all see this motherfucker is relevant as hell. You see him on here all the time. Because they always looking. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of y'all hearing me. Good. Hear the horn in your ear. I'm speaking trumpet around this bitch. Hear good. Hear ye. Wake up, and stay there. Because they're going to show you who the fuck they are. That's what Nipsey, come on, man. It's true. You motherfucker be doppelganger and rappers. You know what I'm saying? You look like so-and-so. You got to pay attention to that shit. You look like so-and-so. They love that shit. Man, they love that shit. They know. Men do glamour spells. You know how many motherfuckers my son was channeling? That ended up. I'm about to show y'all something. I showed it before, but I'm going to show it again so y'all can put it together because y'all may have forgotten. Victory over y'all enemies, and they don't care because they looking for a new love, baby. Yeah, Jody Watley. Like, ain't that a bitch? Yeah, they played you because you allowed them to. It ain't nothing but the false twin around saying, show how ugly she look on here. Bitch, shut up. And go find something to do with yourself. I'm minding my own motherfucking business. I'm talking about. Fuck all you hoes. In my biggie voice. My son caught himself going on YouTube and finding out how to draw. And actually did really, really good. His soul father is an artist. So I was like, damn, you learned fast. And this one was a DMX. Because D used to be sleeping in his room all the time. And he didn't see them straight like they are. So he looking at him and just watching YouTube. And watching what they tell him to do on YouTube. Now look at this shit. He come bringing me this motherfucking shit. I said, well, who the fuck is this? And I know they ain't got prolific written on their face. Imposter, usurper. I asked him, who is this? You see, this that shit. You say, you look like so-and-so. If a motherfucker seen him, they fuck around. And he look like DMX, but all of a sudden, he morphing into Nipsey. Oh yeah, these niggas do beauty spells too. Then he finally brought me the real Nipsey. I said, oh, God, thank God. Nipsey, this is certified. He got prolific and not Nip written on the side of his motherfucking face. Because on this fake one, he got Nip written on the side of his face. So he don't look obvious that he copying like a motherfucker. Hell no, I'm dead. Oh my God. You got Tupac on here. He nailed Tupac. And Tupac said make his eyes blue. Cause he do like white women kind of shit. Madonna, I can't. I said, oh, I'm not surprised he wanted you to do that. He being really funny. Look at this shit. This was another nip. Still digitized material. They still, I put it digitized, but it was really beauty spells. Glamour. Yeah. And he's just coming up with, is this Nip yet? Is this Nip yet? So imagine how many motherfuckers was doppelganger and Nipsey. In life and death. It's terrible, bro. Nuts. You hear me? Nuts. They wrote it on their Facebook. Prolific G. What? I can't. I cannot. Ginger Uncle Bob Marley. I thought that was pretty cool because he did something like make him into like a lion or something. And so I said, we can roll with that. We can roll with that. And I keep this in here, my labels. Pop Smoke talking about Seven of Swords energy. Because these motherfuckers be stealing, bro. These motherfuckers be frauds out here, bro. You gotta be careful, bro. That's what Pimp C hated. He hated them motherfuckers. Wanna walk like, wanna talk like, He hated them motherfuckers. And they, I swear to God, they his followers. He be saying, no, the fuck you ain't. Get the fuck away from me, kind of shit. Why don't you get your own face, nigga? They steadily be doing what they do. Pop Smoke want me to put this in reverse so we don't end up in a situation. Because, baby, when I tell you, the P's and Q's gotta stay, you gotta stay on them motherfuckers. You in a whole situation with these fucking frauds and phonies that are really scary ass niggas that need to just do their work so they can get the real deal and stop settling for, dust. Because that's all they seem to be coming up with all the motherfucking time. It's a mess. Alright, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I don't think I want to do no oracles. So that'll be it. Stay woke.